Well, welcome everybody to Breckenridge High School. Joe Schreiner here, Three Borders Sports Network. Thanks everybody for tuning in and join us. It's our first game of the year for the winter sports season, and you're going to see the visiting team from the Dilworth Glendon Felton Rebels, and they are taking on the Cowgirls from Breckenridge here at Breckenridge High School. Once again, welcome everybody to the Amanda Frederick State Farm Insurance pregame show. Amanda Frederick, she's got licensures in North Dakota and Minnesota, so we want to thank Amanda for being our pregame sponsor, and we are here live from Breckenridge High School. All right, the Cowgirls have already played one game here this year. And if you saw our coach's show on Three Borders Sports Network on Wednesday night, Coach Emdeck talked about the loss that they suffered in Morris, and they lost to Morris 50-43, and looking to avenge that loss here tonight and even out his record at 1-1. The DGF Rebels coming in here tonight at 0-2, and they lost to Walker Hackensack 62-42. And then at home also they lost to Park Rapids 55-42. So those are the two losses there for the two teams. And again, welcome everybody to the Amanda Frederick State Farm Insurance pregame show. And looking at records from last year, the 2021 Cowgirls finished at 12-7. They had a home record of 6-2. The DGF Rebels last year finished at 3-13. They played twice during the year last year, and the Cowgirls defeated the DGF Rebels at Breckenridge on January 23rd, 65-28, and then Breck won at DGF on February 18th, 59-24. We'll be right back after these messages with some more of our pregame show. And this portion of the pregame show brought to you by Amanda Frederick and State Farm Insurance. We'll be right back.
Bundling auto and home insurance is a great way to save money and precious time. Amanda Frederick, your State Farm agent in Breckenridge, will make it easy and convenient with your local, fully licensed staff ready to help make sure you're protecting the things that mean the most to you. Their team is ready and knowledgeable in farm insurance, life insurance, business, home, and auto insurance. So stop by or call Amanda Frederick, your State Farm agent on Minnesota Avenue in Breckenridge, or call 643-8511. Bundling.
Thrivent and Will Ulick provides clarity for where you are today, confidence for where you go tomorrow. Thrivent combines financial expertise with purpose-based planning to help you with where you are today and where you want to be tomorrow. At Thrivent, Will Ulick can help you address a variety of complex subjects to meet your unique wealth management needs, from retirement planning to investment management and estate planning. Thrivent, what are you invested in? Thrive with purpose. Thrivent and Will Ulick supports all area sports teams and wishes them the best of luck. Have you ever considered chiropractic for your family? Dr. Andrea and the staff at Hornstein Family Chiropractic love to see families. With 16 years of experience seeing brand new babies, pregnant women, toddlers, teens, athletes, she cares for your family like it's her family. Join Hornstein Family Chiropractic at 715 Dakota Avenue in Wahpeton, and we will help your family grow up healthy. Call 701-672-1300 for the next soonest available appointment, because at Hornstein Family Chiropractic is a family affair.
Superior Builders in Breckenridge specializes in post-frame buildings. Superior Builders in Breckenridge specializes in post-frame buildings with 25 years worth of knowledge and experience in the post-frame industry. Licensed and insured, Superior Builders offers pre-engineered commercial buildings, farm shops, hobby buildings, and storage buildings. Superior Builders also offers a 40-year paint warranty and lifetime column warranty. Superior Builders in Breckenridge, building your dream to last. 701-238-7740. That's 701-238-7740.
Going to NDSCS, I found out way more than just like sports. I met a lot of people just on my floor, and then different activities you could go to that were on campus. For sure, I look back on all the memories and love it. My name is Grace, and I'm here for my future.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Hornstein Family Chiropractic pregame show. This portion of the pregame show brought to you by Hornstein Family Chiropractic. And stop by and see Andrea and the crew over there at Hornstein Family Chiropractic. And we're just about ready here for starting lineups on our national anthem here coming up shortly. Again, the Breckenridge Cowgirls taking on the DGF Rebels here at Breckenridge High School. I'm Joe Schreiner on Three Borders Sports Network. My partner Brian Watson will be here in a little while. He had Lady Huskies practice here, so Brian is tending to his business over in Wahpeton, taking care of the Lady Huskies basketball practice, and he had to have a late practice tonight due to some gymnasiums being taken up over there. So Brian will be here as shortly and as soon as he can. Anticipating about halftime he'll be here, so I will have the game coverage and run the camera and the commercials and do everything myself. But for now, we're about ready to pause for our national anthem here as we listen to our national anthem and honor America and our veterans past and present. All right, there you have our national anthem as we honored America here, our past and present veterans. We appreciate everything that they have done and provided the great country that we do have and the things that we have here in the United States of America. Thank you, veterans, past and present, at home and abroad. All right, we are wrapping up our Hornstein Family Chiropractic pregame show, and now we will bring your starting lineups brought to you by Thrivent and Will Ulick. Again, Thrivent, what are you invested in? Will Ulick and Thrivent. First, the starting lineups for the DGF Rebels. Wearing number 2, a 5'7" junior, is Gabby Tucker. Number 5, Michaela Winter. She's a 5'9" junior. Number 15 is Kaylee Peterson, a 5'9" junior. Number 21, Ashley Taves, a 5'10" senior. She is the only senior on the whole squad for the DGF Rebels. And number 25, Aria Garrett, is an 8th grader getting the start for Jason Sunday. He is the head coach. Joe Wasfart is the assistant coach along with Josie Beachy. So there is your starting lineups for the visitors on the scoreboard for the DGF Rebels. And now the starting lineups here for your Breckenridge Cowgirls. The starting lineups go as follows. Number 5 is going to be Cameron Kaler, 5'11" senior. Number 10, Abby Johnson, a 5'8" junior. Number 12, Anna Erickson, 5'9" senior. Number 20, Carsey Materi, a 5'7" senior. And number 22, Addie Twidwell, gets the start as 6'1" junior. She'll be starting in the middle for the Cowgirls. Assistant coaches Tony Bogenreef and Ashton Kaler. Head coach Austin Emdeck. Austin said that he would come up after the game for a post-game interview, so stay with us here for our NDSCS and Red River Grain post-game show after the game, and Austin Emdeck will be up to talk about the game here in a little while after the game. So stay with us here on Three Borders Sports Network. We'll cover that. All right, I will try to take care of everything here as far as the scoreboard goes and the camera and everything. We'll try and get everything handled for you folks. Bear with me if I'm a little bit slow on things here until Brian gets here. When Brian gets here, then we're going to have everything handled. I trust that will happen. All right, we're about ready to go. Again, that was your starting lineups brought to you by Thrivent and Will Ulick. And right now you've got your Superior Builders opening tip, building a great foundation for the game. Superior Builders, of Breckenridge. Kaler in the middle, gets the tip and controls it over to Materi, gets it up ahead to Abby Johnson, over across the way to Anna Erickson, and Anna gets her first bucket of the game and the first bucket for the Cowgirls. It's a 2-0 lead. Tipped away there and battle for the ball. Taves going to let it go out of bounds, and it's going to be Cowgirl ball. And substitution right away here for DGF, and coming in for DGF, it's going to be Greta DeVries, 5'3", 8th grader. Abby's got the ball out top, looks over to Carsey, hits to the free throw line, kicks it out, now back out to Abby. Over across the way to Cameron. Kaler to the top of the key to Johnson. Erickson down low to Twidwell, she'll hit the outside wing. Penetration to the elbow and kicks it over to Kaler. Back out to Carsey. She's going to drive, and we got a 3-second violation down in the lane. There'll be a turnover on the Cowgirls, and it'll be Rebel ball. Checking in now is going to be Gabby Tucker coming back in. Coming out is Greta DeVries. So a defensive substitution there for Coach Sunday. Tucker looks out and hands it off to Peterson. On the wing here on the near side is Tucker. Guarded by Abby Johnson. Passes it out to the far wing, and that's going to be Peterson. Good defense there by the Cowgirls. Twidwell defensively on the missed shot there. And going the other way on the missed shot by Garrett is Abby Johnson. She's going to penetrate, puts it up off the glass, and she's going to get whistled for the charge. So that'll be Abby's first personal foul. First foul on the Cowgirls. Sorry about that, folks. I forgot to move the camera again. And Garrett will inbounds. Abby Johnson picks up at the half-court line. Tucker over to the other side to Taves. Taves holds the ball above her head, guarded there by Erickson. Taves looking for help now. Picks up her pivot foot, but no call. Into the middle, and now to the corner. Shot outside by Winter is good, and it's a three. Michaela Winter puts the Rebels on the board. 3-2, and we go the other way here. Shot up and good by Cameron Kaler. Back we go the other way. Down low underneath, and pressure put up there by Twidwell, but she's going to get called for the reach. And going to the line to shoot two is Arya Garrett. So it's a 4-3 lead here for the Cowgirls. 15:50 to go. Garrett at the line, a 6-foot freshman, 6-foot 8th grader for the Rebels. Puts it up a little bit too hard off the back iron, and it falls out. Once again, Ashley Taves, the only senior for the Rebels on the roster. The second free throw attempt is no good. And that one's tipped away there, and we got a foul down underneath here. And I did not pick up the number there. That will be whistled against Gabby Tucker. That'll be her first personal. So Abby Johnson gets the inbounds pass. Goes over to the other side to Anna Erickson. Materi in the corner. Tripped up there by Taves. Erickson for three from the left wing. No good. Twidwell picks it up on the board. And she's got to clear it out to Erickson. Now to Kaler on the left elbow. Pass intercepted and taken away there by Tucker. She's going to go the other way and hand the ball off to Peterson. Puts it up, not good. And Carsey Materi is going to come the other way. Sorry about that, folks. Materi puts it up off the glass, and it's good. And she's fouled. Give her the and one. So Carsey Materi gets the bucket, and she'll get the and one. Parker Yagi checks in for Addie Twidwell now. And that personal foul was on Gabby Tucker. That'll be two on her. And checking in again is DeVries, and coming out is Tucker. So Carsey Materi now at the line, shooting the and one. up and rolls around, no good. And a battle underneath for the rebound, and Taves comes away with it. Down to the corner, shot up for the three-point shot, is rolled off the rim and hits the iron, but then underneath to put it back up and in is Aria Garrett for two. Back we go the other way. It's 6-5 now in favor of the Cowgirls. And a little trip up there, and Taves playing a little bit too tight a defense on Carsey Materi, and she's whistled for the trip foul. So that'll be Taves' first personal foul. And the Cowgirls will take it out of bounds at the free throw line, extended on the opposite side. Kaler gets the inbound pass, hands the ball off now to Abby Johnson, back to Kaler on the wing for the three. Cameron Kaler a little bit too strong, and Materi on the board. Erickson picks the ball up, guarded tightly there by the Rebels. They go around the way, and it's over to Yagi in the corner, and she took one too many steps before she put the ball on the ground, so we'll go the other way on the turnover. 14:22 remaining here in the first half. 6-5 lead in favor of the Cowgirls. Materi with two, Anna with two, and Cameron Kaler with two. Full court pressure this time by the Cowgirls, and the Rebels get it up into the front court to Winter's hands, and she's going to get the ball over to DeVries. She's going to go all the way to the bucket, and no good, and rebound on the weak side by Garrett, puts it back up and in. So Aria Garrett with 4 points, and back we go the other way. Puts the Rebels back up in the lead now, 7-6. And a three-point shot for Erickson is good from the side. So Anna Erickson's got 5. And back the other way we go. And now we go back the other way again on the takeaway by Cameron Kaler. Kaler goes the other way and kicks it out to Erickson for another three, and that is no good. Yagi on the board on the weak side. Gets it off to Materi. Then over to Yagi. She penetrates, puts up the underhand layup, and she's fouled in the process, and she'll go to the line. So it's a 9-7 lead here for the Cowgirls, as Parker Yagi goes to the line for her first free throw attempt is good. And substitutes coming in. Lola Garrett, 5'6" sophomore, comes in, and I also believe Gabby Tucker came back in for the Rebels. So Parker Yagi looking to put the second free throw in, and she does. And she's got 2 for 2 from the line. And again, full court pressure here by the Cowgirls, and into the front court, and a collision, and I believe they're going to call that one on Yagi. Yes, it is on Parker Yagi. It's the whistle and the foul. And pretty much running her over there was Gabby Tucker, and Parker Yagi didn't have her feet set, according to the referee. So Aria Garrett's going to take it out of bounds. Looks for somebody to get it to, and into the backcourt she gets it over to Tucker. Guarded in the front court by Bernadas. Jonica Bernadas came in for the Cowgirls. On the outside, DeVries kicks it out to the other side to Tucker. 11-7, 13:05 to go here in the first half. Bernadas with good defense. That's Lola Garrett at the left elbow. Knocked away there by Erickson and taken away by Bernadas. It's 2-on-3. Kicks it over to the other side to Erickson. Now back to Abby for three from the high wing. A little bit long on the rebound, and chasing that one down is Parker Yagi. She looks at the three, pulls it back down. Abby to Cameron at the free throw line. Cameron takes the jumper, no good. Gets her own rebound. Comes over to the near side. And a shot back up there by Abby, and it's no good. And a rebound underneath again by Aria Garrett. Penetration on the left side is Tucker. Picks up her dribble and knocked away there by Bernadas, but controlled by the Rebels. Good defense there by Anna Erickson. Now the ball over to Lola Garrett, guarded by Yagi. Tipped away out of bounds by Anna Erickson. She was hoping that it was last touched by DeVries. It was not. It'll stay with the Rebels. Checking in now is Kaylee Peterson again, 5'9" junior for the Rebels. She's going to go over and take it out of bounds. Free throw line extended on the other side. Gets it inbounds to Tucker. Penetrates to the middle, into the paint, kicks it out to Garrett. Now over to the near side. DeVries with a three-point shot, just a little bit short. And Abby Johnson's going to let it go out of bounds. And Carsey Materi is going to come to the scorer's table, and she'll check in. So Carsey checks in, and Abby Johnson's going to get a breather. Here we go. Yagi inbounds it to Bernatus. Bernatus kicks it over to Erickson. Back to Bernatus on the near wing. Nobody there in the middle, so she kicks it back out. Yagi penetrates along the baseline. Finds Cameron Kaler. Nice assist from Parker Yagi to Cameron Kaler, and Cameron's got 4 points. Nice pass there from Parker Yagi for the 2 points for Cameron Kaler. It's a 13-7 lead here for the Cowgirls. Shot up and good there by Tucker. It's 13-9 now in favor of the Cowgirls. Just a 4-point lead as Bernatus looks for help. Materi in the corner. Finds Bernatus just in front of the free throw line. Jumper, no good. And Materi tips it to herself on the baseline. Takes a shot for three. Just a little bit strong off the back iron and rebounded by Peterson. We go back the other way. Garrett penetrates, puts it up, and I think it was before the shot. There's some waving off the bucket, I believe, and it will not count. Before the shot it was, and that foul was on Cameron Kaler. So I believe that's Cameron's first foul as Twidwell checks in for the Cowgirls, and Cameron Kaler comes to sit down. And I believe also checking back in for the Rebels was Winter. She's going to inbound the ball underneath the bucket on the near side. She gets it in to Peterson. Peterson dribbles it out, gets it out to DeVries at the top of the key. And stolen away there by Addie Twidwell. We're going to go back the other way on the steal. Materi's going to try and go up. She gets bumped underneath the bucket. And I believe they called traveling underneath Materi. So a turnover on that one, not a foul. And it's 13-9 with 10.5 minutes to go. Rebels now with the ball. Up high is Tucker, trailing by 4. High pass, but taken down there nicely by Peterson. She's going to try and penetrate the left side. Kicks it back to Lola Garrett. She'll dribble around to the top of the key, guarded by Twidwell. She'll hand the ball off to Taves, and there's a travel. It was tipped there, and it was Taves trying to take off on the dribble drive, and it was tipped out of her hand, and she's appealing to the referees and her coaches, but they're not going to change the call. 10:05 to go here. Back the other way is Materi in the corner and the Cowgirls, and there's another trip foul there. I believe that was by Taves again. It was on Taves. So that's on Ashley Taves. That's her second personal foul. Two of them over there on Materi in the same corner. Pass inbounded. Twidwell back to Materi for three. Up and in. Carsey Materi with three. So Carsey's got 5 on the night. And it's a 16-9 game here. The Rebels coming back here, seeing if they can answer. Shot up, and it's partially deflected there, but Lola Garrett tried going for it, and she should have let it go on that three-point attempt there by Peterson. And it's out of bounds, and it'll go back to the Cowgirls, leading 16-9 at the 9:35 mark. Abby Johnson checks back in for the Cowgirls. Cameron Kaler back in. And also checking in for the Cowgirls now is Kelsey Sorrell. Abby spins, goes into the paint, tries to get it up to Twidwell. Twidwell handles the high pass, puts it up and in. Addie Twidwell with 2. And we got a timeout on the floor. We'll take a timeout as well. Your score here on the Farmers Union Insurance scoreboard, the Cowgirls 18 The Rebels 9 with 9:18 to go on the Farmers Union Insurance scoreboard. We'll be right back after this message.
Football at Casey's has become somewhat of a tradition. Whether it's a night out with your old teammates to reminisce about how great your team was, or if you're hooking up with friends to watch a Vikings game on a Sunday afternoon. Memories are made at the corner. Continue the tradition at Casey's.
All right, welcome back to Breckenridge High School, Three Borders Sports Network. Joe Schreiner here with the call tonight. The Rebels taking on the Cowgirls, and the Rebels trailing the Cowgirls 18-9. And Brian Watson will be here as soon as he can. He had Lady Husky practice tonight. Taves penetrates inside to the paint. She's got to kick it out to Lola Garrett. Guarded there by Twidwell. Goes over to the other side, now to Tucker. Picks up her dribble and throws it right into the hands of Cameron Kaler with the steal. Cameron's going to come back the other way, the All-State Minnesota volleyball player. The All-State squad. Bounce pass out to Abby Johnson. And that's an errant pass there, and it's picked off underneath by Michaela Winter. Now Garrett again with the ball. Top of the key, tries to get it over to Taves. Guarded there by Sarol. Shot up and no good, but there is a foul by Addie Twidwell. So that'll be Addie's first personal foul, I believe. As a referee. That's her second personal. Now going to the line is going to be Ashley Taves for the Rebels. That one misses the mark. So Taves still looking for her first point at the 8:32 mark of the first half. So Yagi, Sarol, Materi, Johnson, and Kaler on the floor for the Cowgirls. That one rolls around and comes in. So Ashley Taves with her first bucket of the game, and Johnson's going to bring it back into the front court now for the Cowgirls as they lead 18-10. Kaler is going to try and put it up there. She almost lost control of it, but she did get it up and drew the foul. So Cameron Kaler is going to go to the line, and that foul was on Taves, I believe. That is her third personal foul already here in the first half. So 3 fouls for Taves, and Cameron Kaler goes to the line. That one rolls in for Cameron. Gives her 5 on the night unofficially. Cameron with her second free throw is up in nothing but net. So give her Cowgirls 20, and they've doubled up the Rebels here, 20-10. Full court pressure again by the Cowgirls. And the Rebels break the pressure with Tucker bringing it into the front court. Pass intercepted there by Kelsey Sarol. She's going to break away the other way. Goes up on the layup, up and in on the left-handed layup is up and in for 2 for Kelsey Sarol. So a nice steal and a nice bucket there for Kelsey Sarol on the steal. It's a 22-10 game. Into the front court we go with Tucker. There's Lola Guerra, puts it up and in, and she's fouled underneath. I believe that's going to be on Abby Johnson. It was on Abby. So that's Abby's first personal foul, and Lola Garrett will go to the line. She gets the bucket and the and one. So it's a 22-12 lead. Lola Garrett at the line. Sophomore just off the iron and no good. And Cameron Kaler on the rebound. Back the other way we go. Cowgirls. Kaler for 3. Good for Cameron. Cameron puts it away for 3. Cameron's got 8 here on the night so far, and it's a 25-12 lead in favor of the Cowgirls. And back into the front court go the Rebels. Cross-court pass over to Taves on the near side. She's got 3 fouls. Got to be careful. Guarded there by Kelsey Sarol. Taves. Bounce pass into Winter, and I believe it's going to be a reach foul on Cameron Kaler. So Michaela Winter going to go to the line. And it is on Cameron Kaler. That'll be her second personal. 25-12. Winter at the line. She's got 3 points on the night so far. First free throws up and off the iron, no good. And Anna Erickson checks in now for Parker Yagi. Parker with 2 points, both on free throws. Michaela Winter now for the second of 2 free throws. Puts it up and off the glass and bounces it in. So Michaela Winter has got 4 and gives the Rebels 13. It's 25-13 as the Cowgirls now bring it into the front court. Over the other side, Bernatus back in now for the Cowgirls. Materi flips it over to a little 10-foot shot for Cameron Kaler, and Kaler puts in 2. Nice pass from Materi to Kaler. And Rebels break the pressure, and back into the front court they go. Near side, Taves almost loses it there, picked up by Anna Erickson. Taves comes to the near side, now spins back the other way. Passes it over to Tucker. Back, Tucker drives it in, and it's no good, and rebounded on the weak side there by Anna Erickson. Controls. And into the front court comes Materi. Finds Kaler. Kaler's going to go up strong, a little bit too strong there. She thought she was going to get hammered, and she wasn't. And back come the Rebels on the rebound. Lola Garrett, and she's going to get tied. Nope, she didn't get tied up, but knocking that one out of bounds was Carsey Materi. Nice hustle by Carsey. It'll be out of bounds for the Rebels with 6:04 to go. Taves gets it inbounded to Tucker. Guarded up high by Jonica Bernatus. Going to force her to the left. Goes back to the right. Gets into the lane. Puts it up. No good. And the rebound putback is up and in for Aria Garrett. She's got 6 on the board for the 8th grader. And we got a timeout on the floor. We'll take a timeout as well on the Farmers Union Insurance scoreboard. The Cowgirls 27, the Rebels 15 back after this.
No matter what time of year, a farmer's relationship with Red River Grain never changes. Red River Grain works shoulder to shoulder with area farmers, drying, cleaning, and marketing your grain to attain the highest possible profit for you. Red River Grain has been saving farmers for years, rewarding them with reasonable prices on purchases and fair deals when they sell. Talk to Kelly or Brad about the many services they offer. Red River Grain in Breckenridge. Call 643-3738.
The Wahpeton Daily News wishes all area sports teams the best of luck this year. The Wahpeton Daily News thanks you for supporting local journalism, including the Daily News and the News Monitor. Keep up with local news, sports stories, and personal interest stories in our papers. Check out www.wahpetondailynews.com for more information about our e-newsletter right at your own computer. The Daily News supports all area sports teams and wishes all of the teams the best of luck this season. All right, we're back here at Cowgirl Gymnasium, and the Rebels come out with full court pressure here with just under 6 minutes remaining in the first half, and Bernatus was looking for help in the backcourt, and there was nobody there. She jumped up in the air, and she gets whistled for the turnover on the travel call. So a good, successful full court pressure output there by the Rebels gives them the ball back, trailing by 12. Tucker close to going over and back, but she gets it over to Winter for the jumper from the elbow. Materi on the board, and we're going to go the other way with the Cowgirls. Gets it over to Bernatus. Bernatus makes the call now between the two circles up high. It's over to the left side to Materi on the left wing for the three-point shot. Materi for 3. Carsey puts it away. Put it on the board for Carsey. She's got a pair of them here, and she's got 8 points total. And it's a 30-15 game here for the Cowgirls. Got a whistle. And it's going to be whistled against Materi for a reach. Yegi comes in. Sorol goes to sit down. The Cowgirls have doubled up the Rebels here so far in the first half. It's 5:03 remaining. It's 30-15 and going to the line. For the Rebels is going to be Ashley Taves. She's 1 for 2 from the line so far tonight. Taves free throw rolls off the left side over to the right side, picked up on the weak side there, and a rebound put back there by Peterson was no good, but rebounded by Garrett, and it's going to go out of bounds here. It'll be Rebel ball down here in the corner on the near side. Taves going to inbound, looks underneath for Aria Garrett, puts it up off the glass and rolls in, and Garrett's got 8 for the 6'8" grader down low. It's 30-17. Kaler's bringing it back across the front court on the dribble. Gets it over to Anna Erickson. Bernatus to Materi. Down low, puts it up a little bit underneath the backboard, but Garrett's going to be whistled for the foul. That'll go against Aria Garrett, I believe. It was on Aria Garrett. That'll be her second personal foul. So going to the line to shoot 2 is going to be Carsey Materi. Puts it up and in for Carsey. That gives her 9 points. Looking to get into double digits here. It's 31-17 with 4:33 to go, and she does. She gets the second free throw, and it's good for Carsey. Ooh, almost in time to intercept that one was Yagi, and it's going to be a whistle and a travel call. Maybe a turnover on the Rebels. And Coach Sunday wants a little explanation from the referee. We'll see if he gets it. And he's not going to get much of an explanation. It's still going to be Cowgirl ball. So we're going to go back the other way now. And Coach Sunday still having a visitation with the referee. But again, into the backcourt on the inbound. Bernatus now bringing it up into the front court. And Materi takes the drive down low. Cross-court pass over to Anna Erickson. Up out now to Bernatus. Back to the baseline. Up and in. Underhanded right reverse layup there by Materi. Not quite good enough. And we're going to go back the other way. Into the front court is Tucker. Over the other side, Winter for 3 from the wing. Rolls around the rim. Battle for the board underneath. And Garrett picks it up. Puts it up. No good, but Cameron Kaler is going to get whistled for the foul. And I believe that'll be Cameron's third personal foul. So going to the line now with 3:56 remaining will be the 8th grader, 6-footer, Aria Garrett. And my partner, Brian Watson, just joining me. So B-Dub, thank you.
Well, it's nice to be here, Joe.
Yeah, I appreciate it, man.
That's an 8th grader at the line?
That's an 6-foot 8th grader, buddy. A little bit too hard off the back iron. She's 0 for 3 from the line. But yeah, she's a 6-foot 8th grader. How would you like to have a 6-foot 8th grader again?
There you go.
So B-Dub's going to kind of watch the camera for me here and probably do the producing from here on out. And that one's a little bit too hard off the iron
for settled in here, Joe.
All right. You want me to do it yet? Or
no, you
got it? All right. Anna Erickson brings it into the front court for the Cowgirls. Off to Bernatus now between the circles. Goes to the left side. Kicks it over to Erickson. Erickson gets a couple screens. He's got to hand it off to Twidwell. Now back over to Bernatus. Step back 3. Just a little bit too strong off the iron. And Taves for the rebound. She clears the ball out to Tucker. Guarded there by Bernatus. Tucker spins inside the free throw line. Jumper up and good for Tucker. So Gabby Tucker picks up her 4th point. And it's 32-19 here in favor of the Cowgirls.
Nice move there. Nice penetration all the way down into the lane. Able to get that basket over some outstretched arms there.
Materi on the left wing. Penetration drive to the left side. Up and in for Carsey. Give Carsey the bucket on a nice penetration drive, B-Dub.
Yeah, good drive there. No help from the defense from the inside. Carsey able to get an easy one there.
Taves brings it into the front court along the far baseline or sideline, and she'll kick it over now to Tucker. Tucker guarded by Bernatus. Back over to Taves. Taves penetrates, falls down, and Erickson picks it up. 2-on-1 off to Materi. She puts it up, blocked underneath the basket there by Tucker, but the Cowgirls retain possession. Materi for 3, just a little bit too strong off the iron. Picked up there by Tucker on the rebound. Tries to get it up ahead to Taves. Taves puts it up a little bit too strong, and Erickson picks up the rebound, and we got 2:20 to go here in the first half.
That's good defense by Erickson on that last play to get that turnover, just not able to convert in transition there.
So Bernatus brings it over to the near side, right in front of the Rebel bench. Top of the key for a three. Natiri for the shot. We got a whistle and a foul. Looks like that's going to be on Taves. And Brian, that's going to be 4 fouls, I believe, on Ashley Taves. We'll see what he says. It is the 4th foul on the senior in the first half.
Yeah, just a play where you don't need to foul.
Especially when Carsey Matiri's pulling the trigger on the 3 here, and she's looking for 3 free throws now with Matiri. So far has 12 points. Now make it 13.
You do a good job of contesting, get a hand up, and no need to knock her over there.
She got 2 more free throws at the 2:05 mark.
Especially when you have 3 fouls.
Another one's good for Carsey. She's 4 for 4 from the line. We'll see if that announcer jinx screwed her up there. I got her 4 for 4, and she's going to come out here. The only senior on the lineup, Brian.
Yeah, Tay's a good player. I remember her from last year.
Yep, and volleyball.
Yep, very scrappy.
Matiri's 3rd free throw. Rattles out.
There it is, Joe.
Yep, the announcer jinx. Sorry, Carsey, if you're watching this one later, but that one's up and in. Carsey Matiri gets it back up and in for 2.
Good save there, and able to keep the ball alive and get an extra bucket there.
38-19. Again, the Cowgirls doubled up the Rebels here at another point here of the first half. Penetration drive, shot up, and good by Tucker. Bernatus brings it over to the near side. Matiri. Dribble drive, kicks it off to Yagi underneath. Underhand scoop layup, no good. Twidwell on the weak side for the rebound. They're going to get a jump ball call underneath. And that'll be between Garrett and Twidwell, and it'll be possession arrow pointed toward the Rebels.
Addie might have gotten away with shuffling her feet there. They called a tie-up. That was a quick tie-up.
Yeah, I thought so too. And that one's pass intended for Tucker, just a little bit out of her reach. I think Winter thought she was going to be breaking a little quicker than she did, and they misread each other.
Well, she went away from the ball. She's got to go towards the ball in order to catch that. You want to try and keep yourself between the defender and the ball. And not able to do that and throw it out of bounds.
So Roll's going to inbound for the Cowgirls, and Twidwell picks it up. Outside 3-point shot for Bernatus, just off the front iron. Battle for the rebound underneath. Sorol and Garrett battle for it, and it goes out of bounds when Sorol tried to save it.
Good hustle over there on the sideline. Just not able to keep it in play.
Kelsey Sorol, a 5'5 junior for the Cowgirls. And Winters looking to try and get it in. She does to Tucker. Tucker, left-handed dribble, now switches it back to the right. Bounce pass underneath, and a battle underneath, and there's a whistle and a foul, and I believe that'll be whistled against Parker Yagi.
Kind of a pile up down there.
Yeah, it was. It'll be 1-1 now as the Rebels are in the bonus. Going to the line is going to be Aria Garrett. She's 0 for 4 from the line so far for the Rebels, Brian. 1:07 to go. Garrett gets her first free throw. I'll give her 9 points on the night. As Matiri checks back in with 1:07 to go for Parker Yagi. Again, Parker with 2 fouls. So it's Bernatus, Matiri, Sorol, Erickson, and Twidwell on the floor.
Good substitution there to get Yagi out of there so she doesn't pick up an extra one here with only a minute to play in the half.
So Aria Garrett misses her second free throw, and it's a jump ball underneath, and it'll be Cowgirls' possession arrow. Carsey looking for somebody to get it to. Bernatus breaks free. Picks up her dribble, gets it back to Matiri. Now Carsey goes across the center of the court. Drives, kicks it back to Sorol into the lane. Looking for help, kicks it out now to Erickson. Cowgirls looking to set up something here with 50 seconds remaining.
Don't need to be in a hurry. Head, no shot clock here.
Not yet. Minnesota approved the shot clock. Erickson underneath. Twidwell, nice pass. Erickson couldn't put it away. Back we go the other way with 35 seconds remaining. Garrett gets it over to Tucker. Winter on the far wing. Looks back over to Tucker on the top of the key. Peterson. Back to Tucker. Down low to Garrett. Twidwell battles her.
Oh, got it for the wall.
And a whistle and a travel.
Good call there.
That was a good call, Brian. You called it there, buddy. You saw it first. So a turnover on the Rebels.
Yeah, Cowgirls went zone there. Got it inside and just not able to make a good pivot.
19.6 seconds to go. DeVries checks in for the Rebels. Bernatus.
Rebels in a little 2-2-1.
That one's tipped away and battle for that one. It goes out of bounds. And it'll be white ball, he says. And it'll be 9 seconds to go for the Rebels to try and get. We're going to have a little discussion here. Yep, he's going to say it's white ball too. They just want to have the shuffling of the referees. And we're going to inbound it here right below us. Back into the backcourt with DeVries. 6 seconds to go. Almost taken away there by Erickson. Garrett underneath, up and in. No, it is not. Twidwell on the board. And the Rebels could have cut her down a little bit more on that missed shot by Garrett. And it'll be your halftime here. And the score on the Farmers Union Insurance scoreboard, it's 38-22 at the half on the Farmers Union Insurance scoreboard. And we'll be right back here with our OSPTI halftime show coming up after these messages.
Around here, every town is a sports town. And why not? Sports were important to us growing up, and we want the same for our kids. To get involved, because that's how kids learn to lead. And why Farmers Union Insurance supports these programs. Farmers Union Insurance. They don't just protect our community, they invest in it.
Washing your car just got a whole lot cheaper. With All Seasons Car Wash Unlimited plans, you can wash your car whenever you want for as little as $29.99 per month. You can even wash your pet at All Seasons Car Wash. So this winter, keep your vehicle and your pet clean with help from All Seasons Car Wash. Conveniently located at 1300 4th Avenue South, next to Tractor Supply Company in Wapaton. To enroll in an unlimited car wash plan, please visit allseasonscw.com.
Bold Print in Wapaton reminds you that Christmas is not that far away and it's not too early to get your holiday greeting cards ordered. Create a customized printed card everyone on your address list will appreciate. Bold Print also has custom framing and unique personalized gift ideas. Don't trust your family photos to an online company. Use Bold Print for all of your custom framing and canvas printing. Give them a call today, 642-2188, or check them out online. Use boldprint.com.
Quality still matters. That's the difference. That's the Giants difference. Giants works directly with farmers to ensure you're receiving the best Giants seeds in every bag. It's a snack all-star lineup. Giants seeds, cashews, and pistachios. Look for them at your favorite grocery or convenience store. Giants, go big or go home.
Have you ever considered chiropractic for your family? Dr. Andrea and the staff at Hornstein Family Chiropractic love to see families. With 16 years of experience seeing brand new babies, pregnant women, toddlers, teens, athletes, she cares for your family like it's her family. Join Hornstein Family Chiropractic at 715 Dakota Avenue in Wapaton, and we will help your family grow up healthy. Call 701-672-1300 for the next soonest available appointment, because at Hornstein Family Chiropractic,
Football at Casey's has become somewhat of a tradition. Whether it's a night out with your old teammates to reminisce about how great your team was, or if you're hooking up with friends to watch a Vikings game on a Sunday afternoon. Memories are made at the corner. Continue the tradition at Casey's. Bundling auto and home insurance is a great way to save money and precious time. Amanda Frederick, your State Farm agent in Breckenridge, will make it easy and convenient with your local, fully licensed staff ready to help make sure you're protecting the things that mean the most to you. Their team is ready and knowledgeable in farm insurance, life insurance, business, home, and auto insurance. So stop by or call Amanda Frederick, your State Farm agent on Minnesota Avenue in Breckenridge, or call 643-8511. OSPTI has been the therapy clinic of choice for over 15 years here in the southern Red River Valley. At OSPTI, they strive to have the most up-to-date treatment options available with their hands-on method to decrease your symptoms and ensure quality care. Their motto at OSPTI, we strive to meet your goals. Locally owned on 5th Street North in Breckenridge. OSPTI.
Welcome back, everybody, and welcome back to Three Borders Sports Network and the OSPTI halftime show brought to you by OSPTI. They have locations.
OSPTI has been the therapy clinic
in Breckenridge. Had a little bit of a thing in my ear there. Sorry, folks. And now we're good to go. Again, OSPTI for all your sports-related injuries. Contact the professionals at OSPTI. Halftime score here at Breckenridge High School, 38-22 in favor of the Cowgirls. Cowgirls 0-1 coming into tonight, and the DGF Rebels 0-2. So one of these teams going to come away with their first win tonight here, and at halftime again on the Farmers Union Insurance scoreboard, the Breckenridge Cowgirls 38, DGF Rebels 22. We've got a text message here. Halftime of the boys' game is 26-22 in favor of the Fergus Falls Otters, I believe. Is that what it was, Brian?
Yeah, 26-21, I thought. But
26-21, yeah. Yep, my bad. And then, also the game of the JV game here, the DGF Rebels defeated the Breckenridge Cowgirls 39-34 in the JV game prior to the varsity game. All right, Brian, it's 38-22 here in favor of the Cowgirls. Let's take a look at the scoring first for the Rebels here on the scoreboard. 2 points for Lola Garrett and 6 points for Gabby Tucker, 4 points for Michaela Winter, 1 point for Ashley Taves, the lone senior on the roster for the Rebels, and Aria Garrett ended up with 9 points, and she was 1 for 6 from the line for the 8th graders. So she needs to work on her free throws a little bit there, but she's had a good night scoring for the Rebels here with 9 points here and leading the Rebels in the first half.
Yeah, tough when you can't get those extra buckets from the free throw line. Those can cut into this lead here and kind of keep you in the game, and sometimes they can keep momentum going. And then you've got Taze, the only senior on the floor, who's got herself in foul trouble. You want to get out there, you want to be aggressive and things like that, but you have to kind of understand the situation. And that 4th foul that she picked up really, on a three-pointer, the shot was missed. She was there to contest, but then just a little extra effort and gave the official a chance to call that 4th foul. And that's tough to pick that up in the first half.
Again, you mentioned it, Brian. She's got 4 fouls for the senior for the DGF Rebels, and she's been out here. We both remember her from last year and also from the volleyball court here, a good volleyball player as well. So just the lone senior there in foul trouble here in the first half with 4 fouls. All right, let's take a look at the scoring for the Cowgirls here in the first half. Kelsey Sorol came in and got a couple of points on a field goal. Parker Yagi had 2 free throws for 2 points. Cameron Kaler ended up with 10 points, and she ended up with 3 fouls in the first half, Brian. Abby Johnson started for the Cowgirls, has only got 1 foul and no points so far for the junior. Anna Erickson had a 3-point shot and another 2-point field goal. She's got 5. And Addie Twidwell with a bucket underneath, and she's got 2 points. And then leading the way for the Cowgirls, Karsi Materi. She has 16 points, and she is 4 for 5 from the line for the 5'7" senior who has the school record for 3-point shots. Again, Karsi with a couple of them here so far tonight, Brian.
Yeah, Karsi can shoot it. Certainly a big part of their offense. But the nice thing about Breckenridge is they have a lot of girls who can score.
Yeah.
I think last year they had to depend on Jude and Grace Conzemius to score a lot of their buckets. But this year they don't have to do that. They can spread the ball around. They can score inside. They can score outside. And then, once these girls get in a little bit of shape, they might be able to even add some transition buckets in there too as well. So, they didn't get everything they wanted in their first game at Morris. I think they got a little tired down the stretch there and had trouble finishing. But tonight they look to have things going here against DGF in the first half.
Yeah, that's what Coach Imdek talked about at our coaches show on Wednesday night. He talked about just getting the girls in game shape and a little bit different physical shape for basketball than it was for volleyball. Not that they're in physical shape playing volleyball, it's just a little bit different running. He said it's, your short spurts in volleyball where it's a long length of the court in basketball. So he said they got to get the girls in shape a little bit better and get used to the transitions.
Yeah, you got to be able to sprint the floor and then recover. How fast can your body recover, from getting up and down the floor a couple times. You only get small breaks, either a free throw or, a stop and play, and then sometimes you'll get that timeout. But you've got to get your body in shape to be able to go fast and then recover quickly.
Yeah, so it's halftime here on the OSPTI halftime show. Again, for all your sports-related, contact professionals at OSPTI with locations in Hankinson, Fergus Falls, and, of course, right here in Breckenridge. This is our first game of the year here. Again, Brian, thank you for coming in, buddy, and helping me out here. I fell behind early in the game here trying to keep score and moving the camera, so I'm sure you will do much better than myself.
I don't know about that, Joe. We'll see if I can hang in there.
Well, next Tuesday night, you travel with the Lady Huskies up to Cheyenne, and I will have the Wahpeton Boys Huskies team at home against Cheyenne next Tuesday night.
Yeah, both the boys and the girls in action on Tuesday. Going to be a tough opener for both of us. We have to go on the road to handle a Cheyenne team that is picked 4th in the EDC and then ranked 6th in the state in the preseason polls. And the Cheyenne Mustangs, the boys team, they're always loaded, and they are towards the top in the EDC as well as the state. So going to be fun to get the season started. Girls are ready to go. It's a long process, when you start the season until you start practicing and you get to the first game of the season. It just seems like it takes forever. So I know the girls are ready to play. We're ready to play against someone else, rather than ourselves. So
we are just finishing up our OSPTI halftime show. Again, thanks to OSPTI for all your sports-related injuries. Contact professionals at OSPTI. Don't forget, folks, we are on Red River Communications Channel 125. Speaking of that, I got a text message from Matt Elander a little while ago and said the broadcast was coming across nice. And even though Joe was screwing up a couple times on the camera, but
I've already pushed one button here, so your setup's a little different than mine, so I got to get used to it.
I know you're different than what I'm used to, so when I'm doing it myself. All right, around the other side to the other side of the lane, Tucker wings it out to Winter from the three-point line and bounces in. So Winter starts it off scoring here for the Rebels, and it's 38-25 early in the second half. Abby Johnson setting up the offense now. Look for Materi to come across to the near side. Materi looks underneath, nothing there.
Rebels in a 2-3 zone here. There's where you got to go. You can get it inside there. Good up and under.
Whitwell whistled for the travel.
Looked like a pretty good move. I think she might have lifted her foot there on the step, but that's where you want to get the ball there.
Aria Garrett with good defense.
A lot of space in the middle of that zone.
And now the Cowgirls are showing a little full court pressure here to start the second half. Pass goes in, and it's taken away there by Abby Johnson. Johnson goes to the left side of the elbow. Materi, Erickson. Erickson, left shot, wing. Off the front of the rim. Twidwell on the weak side, rebound. Twidwell finds Erickson breaking to the bucket, and she's fouled. She'll go to the line for 2, and I believe that foul was on Kaylee Peterson.
Good ball movement against the zone. Got the turnover, then good ball movement. And then how about Addie Twidwell doing the dirty work there, getting the rebound, keeping the possession alive, and able to get her partner to the free throw line there.
Erickson's first free throw is up and in.
We like those extra possessions as coaches. We'll take those offensive rebounds.
Extra possession. Erickson's second free throw is good. Gives her 7 on the night.
The Rebels going to have to get someone in the middle of the floor after they get it in. Middle's wide open, but they have no one cutting to get the ball.
Bringing it across the timeline is Peterson to the near side, Winter. Three-point shot this time, up and no good. Twidwell underneath and picks it off there, and Twidwell clears the boards. Don't forget, folks, Coach Austin Emdeck will be up for a post-game show with an interview.
Somebody got away with a travel there.
But right into the hands of Winter. Shot up off the glass, no good by Tucker. Clears it out to Garrett. That's Lola. Yagi knocks it away. Garrett still controls to Tucker. Guarded by Johnson.
Good help there.
Way out high to Winter now. Guarded by Materi. Winter picks up her dribble. Finds Peterson cutting to the basket, and Peterson puts it up and in for her first bucket of the game. And it's a 40-27 game.
Nice little cut from the weak side there by Peterson. Able to finish in the lane.
Oh, left-handed shot there by Twidwell. Nice pass from Abby Johnson. Twidwell couldn't put it in with the left-handed shot. Winter for three. Up and in. And it's a 10-point lead on the three-point shot. That's her second one of the second half. That's Michaela Winter, and she's got 10 on the night. And we got a timeout on the floor. We'll take a timeout as well on the Farmers Union Insurance scoreboard. 15:37 to go. Cowgirls lead by 10. Condell Innovation is looking for individuals with a solid work history to join our production team. We work in a clean, bright facility that's 68 degrees all year round. Our manufacturing processes and equipment are state-of-the-art, and a variety of shifts are available Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. 4 crew 12-hour shifts are rotating. Straight days or straight night shifts are available. 4 crew shifts are from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. and 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. with a $3 per hour night shift premium. Benefits are available within 90 days of hire. Applications are available at our office at 2100 15th Street North in Wahpeton, or you can find them online at www.comdellinnovation.com. We are an employee-owned company. Come and check us out at Comdell Innovation and see if what we do is a fit for you. All right, we're back here at Breckenridge High School. Joe Schreiner, Brian Watson here. And we have the Cowgirls taking on the Rebels, and the Rebels have cut into the lead here, Brian, as we started the second half. They've outscored the Cowgirls 8-2.
Yeah, if you can knock down a couple of three-pointers, you can get yourself back in the game, but the Rebels are going to have to take care of the basketball. Cowgirls are going to come with pressure, full court pressure, and they're going to have to be able to handle that.
Materi comes over to the left side, gets the pass from Johnson. Materi breaks, kicks it back to Yagi for three from the wing, and it's good. Give that one 3 points for Parker Yagi.
That was a well-executed play, a little drive and kick back, and the Cowgirls stretch that lead back out to 13.
Tucker for three, long rebound, and Yagi giving chase, and it's going to go out of bounds. It'll be to the Cowgirls. Yeah, it was a nice play coming out of that timeout there for Coach Emdeck there to get that 3-point bucket and get the lead back to 13.
Cowgirls have girls that can shoot it, so if you can get them open looks and they're going down, they're going to be in business.
Yeah, and Morris, they were 3 for 20. There's one for Twidwell. Nice bounce pass from Yagi to Twidwell, and Twidwell puts it away for her fourth point.
Yeah, they did not shoot it well against Morris.
Tucker brings it into the front court at high speed. Twidwell with the block. And back we go the other way. Erickson picks it up off the floor and goes the other way with it. Johnson. Abby, the floor general for the Cowgirls.
Rebels in a 1-3-1 here now.
And a pass inside. Nice play on the offensive end there from Addie Twidwell to Yagi.
Great little high-low pass. It's nice when your big girls can pass the ball.
Winter for three. Rolls it in, and she got 3 threes here so far, Brian, keeping the Rebels in at 47-33 with 14 minutes to go.
You're going to have to find her now. You got to be aware of where she is.
As Bernadas comes to the scorer's table, she'll check in at the next dead ball. Abby Johnson now with the ball. Controls, gets it to Twidwell on the right elbow. Back to Johnson. Thought about it, pulled it back down. Erickson for three. Off the iron, no good. Weak side rebound underneath there by Kaylee Peterson.
She didn't make that one, but that was a good extra pass. Nice wide open shot for Erickson there.
Penetration by Tucker. Nice pass over to the other side of the lane by Garrett. And Twidwell picks it off on the rebound. 3-on-2. Yagi drives. And a block foul is called against Kaylee Peterson. And Yagi will go to the line.
Thought maybe she might have been there, but...
And checking in now for the Rebels, Ella Olson, a 5'8 sophomore, her first action of the night tonight. And Bernadas checks in for Abby Johnson. 13:28 to go. And they say that shot was before, or the foul was before the shot. So the Cowgirls going to take it inbounds underneath their own basket. Pass into Yegi, little 10-footer from the side, hit the side of the backboard. Materi clears it out to Bernatus. Twidwell, Materi to the free throw line, penetration drive up off the glass with the left hand. Carsey Materi with 2 more.
That's a really good finish to be able to drive in there with all the trees and able to get your body and extend out and finish underhanded. Nice finish there by Materi.
Tucker looks over to the near side. Winter for another 3, Brian. This a little bit hard off the back iron. Bernatus on the weak side rebound. Up ahead to Erickson. And yep, Anna got a little aggressive with her left elbow there and gets whistled for the foul.
Yeah, you got to be careful there. Can't swing those elbows.
So that's Anna's first personal foul. Timeout on the floor there for Kersey to tie her shoe, and we're ready to go. Tucker's going to bring it into the front court for the Rebels. Met up there by Jonica Bernatus. To the right side of the elbow, jump pass into the middle. Garrett picks it up, and it's going to go out of bounds on a partial block there by Twidwell. It'll be Cowgirl ball.
Well, the Rebels know what they want to do on offense. If they can drive in there, they want to drive away from the big girl and see if they can throw it up to her, or they'll set a little flare screen for the 3.
So Bernatus now gives it over to the left side to Materi. Fakes it. Back over to Yegi for 3. And Parker Yegi puts it away. Parker Yegi has got 7 here. She's got 9 total, 7 in the second half. And there's a block. Nope, they didn't call the block foul. They called a dribble out of bounds on Winter. It'll be a turnover on the Rebels.
Cowgirls got that outside three-pointer going now.
Oh, man.
Just a little dribble away and then throw back, and Yegi able to knock down 2 threes in a row here.
And the coaches are talking to the referee while he's over here having the Cowgirls take it out of bounds.
It's good pressure on the trap there. You get in the coffin corner. That's not where you want to be with the ball.
That's exactly what happened. Pass tipped away by Winter. Battle for it underneath. Twidwell and Garrett, and it's going to go back to the Rebels. Twidwell and Aria Garrett were battling for it underneath there, and it goes off of Addie's hands. It'll be Rebel ball. Pass intended up ahead, off of Winter's hands, and it'll be Cowgirl ball. So good pressure there by the Cowgirls creates a turnover.
Yeah, the defense, the full court pressure here, doing its job, and the Rebels have got to handle it.
Just under 12 minutes to go here in half number 2. Cowgirls lead 52-33. Pass over to the other side. Bernatus to the wing. Down low to Twidwell, working the inside. Left-handed turnaround jumper off the glass. Addie Twidwell with 2.
Yeah, as long as the Rebels are going to stay in that zone, the Cowgirls can get the ball inside anytime they want.
Winter kicks it over to Tucker. Now over to the other side to Couchman, who checked in. Olivia Couchman. Tucker, and it's intended for Olsen, almost taken away by Anna. Shot a little short, and Yagi picks it up. Parker Yagi brings it into the front court, hands it off to Materi. Now to Anna in the corner for 3. Just a little bit too strong. And the weak side rebound on the other side by Couchman. And Bernatus knocks it out of her hands. It'll go back to the Rebels.
Not a bad decision on the 3 in transition there. Good open look for her. It's a shot that she can hit. Just not able to get a couple down here.
Kelsey Sorol checks in now for Materi. Pass up ahead to Winter, and here comes Sorol. Almost got it from behind, but Winter picked it up in a hurry. Couchman dribbles into the paint. Ball on the floor and taken away there by Yagi, and she's going to try and bounce it over to Bernatus, and she does. Yagi looks for another 3. Just off the left side of the iron. Long rebound. It'll go out of bounds. It'll be Rebel ball.
Now let's see if the Rebels make any adjustments here against the press.
And checking in now for the Rebels, I believe for the first time in the game, is Lucy Hilton.
Changing up the press now, more of a man press here instead of the zone press.
Tucker looks over to Hilton. Hilton now tries to go to the corner, and it's tipped away there by Anna Erickson. Good defense there by Anna Erickson. And checking back in now for the Rebels the first time here in the second half is Ashley Taves with 4 fouls and 1 point.
Yeah, you just wonder how long you can keep her on the bench. You just got to see if she can play through it.
With the screen from Taves, Winter in the corner. Now out to Tucker. Down low to Taves. She kicks it back out to Winter. They're working this side of the floor with Taves. There's the delivery there, and Taves for a 15-footer off the iron, no good, and Yagi on the rebound. Yagi's going to penetrate off the glass with the underhand layup on the right-hand side, and 2 more points for Parker Yagi.
There's that transition buckets we were talking about. Cowgirls will take those when they can get them.
10 minutes to go here in regulation. Coming around the other side is Hilton. They got a whistle and a reach foul there on Yagi.
Just got to play with your feet. You don't need to reach in there. You got a nice lead. Just play good, solid defense.
Cameron Kaler checks back in. Cameron with 10 points in the first half. She had 3 fouls. She's going to come in and get some more time here now in the second half. Winter from the corner for 3. High Archer. Taves battles for it, doesn't get it. She almost gets her 5th foul. She backs off in a hurry. As Anna Erickson come up with it. Cameron Kaler. Erickson over to Johnson. 9.5 to go here in regulation. Twidwell at the point. Turns around. Nice pass underneath. Break into the bucket is Kelsey Sorrell for her 4th point. Nice give and go by the big girl.
Yeah, they just lost track of her on the backside of that zone there and able to get the easy bucket on the give and go.
That pass is intended way out to the outside, and it's out of bounds. It'll go back to the Cowgirls on the turnover. We got a timeout on the floor. And the Farmers Union Insurance scoreboard, Cowgirls 58, Rebels 33. We've got a full timeout, I believe, Brian. So is it a full or is it a half? Full timeout. So we'll take a full break here, and we'll be right back after these messages on Three Borders Sports Network. The Wapaton Daily News wishes all area sports teams the best of luck this year. The Wapaton Daily News thanks you for supporting local journalism, including the Daily News and the News Monitor. Keep up with local news, sports stories, and personal interest stories in our papers. Check out www.wapatondailynews.com for more information about our e-newsletter right at your own computer. The Daily News supports all area sports teams and wishes all of the teams the best of luck this season. Welcome back to Breckenridge High School. Joe Schreiner, Brian Watson, Three Borders Sports Network. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in and watching Cowgirl basketball tonight. Don't forget that next Tuesday night we will be at Wapaton High School, and I'll have the Cheyenne and the Husky boys taking on each other from Husky Gymnasium. Then on Wednesday we'll have the coaches show with Brian and myself. And then on Friday we got Holly and the boys. The Cowboys are taking on each other here in Breckenridge High School, and I'm sure that'll be a good game, and I'll cover that one with Raleigh. I'll be here with Raleigh. I'll produce that one for Raleigh.
Yeah, that'll be a good game.
That'll be a good game. And then on the 10th of December, the girls' basketball takes on Davies.
Yeah, we've got our hands full the
first couple games.
First couple of games. We play a couple top-seeded teams there before the new year.
Abby over to Erickson, Kaler back to Twidwell. Cowgirls moving the ball around quickly on the zone, which is what you want to do there, Coach.
Got to move the ball. And then you get
Erickson for three.
Erickson doing a good job of staying with it and missed a couple, and then able to knock that wide open one down. On
the far side, Peterson kicks it out top to Tucker. Almost double dribble there. I thought she brought her other hand in there. Kicks it back to Peterson. Now to the corner to DeVries. Any relation to Emily and Leah?
I'm not sure.
Greta is her name. She's an 8th grader. There goes on the breakaway, and a steal by Sorrell for 2.
Great hustle, great anticipation on the cross-court pass. Able to knife in there and take it.
Tucker to the top of the key, looks near side to Hilton. Back to Tucker. Far side DeVries for 3 from the wing. A little bit short. Battle for the board. Hilton picks it up. Penetration drive, kicks it out to DeVries for another try. That one's short, just hits the bottom of the net. Twidwell picks it up. Coach Imdeck wants Abby to go, go, go. Sorrell back to Johnson. 7:48 to go here in regulation.
He wants him to get down the floor fast, beat the zone down the floor.
Twidwell to Kaler. Cameron steps back, looks at the three, pulls it down to Twidwell, rolls it off the left side, no good. Picked off there by Taves.
There's a lot of space in the middle of that zone. Spread them out, throw that thing inside, and go inside out a couple times. You'll get some wide open looks.
DeVries, loses her footing, but I think they're going to call Kelsey Sorrell for the foul. Might have accidentally tripped her.
Cowgirls in a zone of their own.
So Kelsey Sorrell picks up her first one, Brian, and checking in for the Cowgirls is going to be Karcy Materi, and for the Rebels is Aria Garrett. And also checking in is Olivia Couchman.
See if they stay in the zone. Looks like they will. The sideline out of bounds.
30-point lead for the Cowgirls. Taves with a long three-point shot, and Materi on the weak side rebound gets it up ahead to Abby Johnson, but tipped away there underneath by Tucker, and it'll stay with the Cowgirls. Kelsey Sorrell is going to take it out of bounds. Cowboys trail the Fergus Falls Otters 64-38 with about 3 minutes to go. Once again, the Cowboys trailing the Fergus Falls Otters over in Fergus. Twidwell underneath. Spins it out back to Materi. Back to Twidwell. Johnson with the pass. She gets doubled up. Abby's got to bring it back out. Again, they're looking underneath there, Brian, for Addie.
And call we got 3 seconds. She's got to get out of there. She's doing a good job down there. And, got a couple times where with the patience, sometimes you throw it into the post and then you turn around and shoot it. She wants to see where she is when she has the ball, and then she will see if she has an opportunity. If not, she's going to kick it back out.
Couchman with 3. Long rebound goes to Abby Johnson. Abby's going to try and get her first bucket, and it goes off the glass, but Sorrell there for the pickup and putback. Kelsey Sorrell's got 8 on the putback.
Kelsey Sorrell doing a nice job here. A steal and then nice offensive rebound for a putback.
Taves gets down to the baseline, stops and travels. Yagi and Bernadas check back in for the Cowgirls. Kaler going to take it inbounds to Abby Johnson. And Abby will bring it into the front court. Here's side Materi, looks down low. Yagi, bounce pass over to Kaler. Nice bounce pass from Parker Yagi to Cameron Kaler, and Cameron gets her first bucket in the second half.
Nice passing there.
With about 2 seconds to go, it's 72-40 in favor of the Otters over the Cowboys. 72-40 with 2 seconds remaining.
It's a tough place to start for the Cowboys.
Yeah, it is. Pass down low to Aria Garrett. Now to Hilton. Taves up top.
Tell you what, Garrett's going to be, man, a couple years, she is going to be tough to handle.
I guess so. Again, the Rebels in no hurry to score here, trailing by 34. Taves going to go to the baseline. Gets it over to the other side. Couchman for 3. No good. And Materi gets the board. Abby Johnson pushes it up into the front court. Stops. Gives it over to Materi for 3. Off the iron. No good. Long rebound to Bernadas. Back underneath to Kaler. Nice pass from Abby to Cameron Kaler.
That is just a great pass.
Kaler with 14.
Nice heads-up look there.
I think the clock continuously runs now with a 36-point lead, I think. And I'll just take that back now. I won't even say it. Nice three-point shot there by Tucker. Gives her 9 on the night. It's takeaway by Tucker. Up and in. Not off the end. Not in, I should say. Johnson on the board. Goes up ahead to Bernadas, and she wasn't ready. And it's going to go back the other way to the Rebels. And Coach Emdeck's going to make some substitutions here. Full timeout on the floor. Brian will take a timeout as well. On the Farmers Union Insurance scoreboard, it's 69-36 in favor of the Cowgirls. Back after this.
Washing your car just got a whole lot cheaper. With All Seasons Car Wash Unlimited plans, you can wash your car whenever you want for as little as $29.99 per month. You can even wash your pet at All Seasons Car Wash. So this winter, keep your vehicle and your pet clean with help from All Seasons Car Wash. Conveniently located at 1300 4th Avenue South, next to Tractor Supply Company in Wampanoag. To enroll in an unlimited car wash plan, please visit allseasonscw.com.
Bold Print in Wapaton reminds you that Christmas is not that far away and it's not too early to get your holiday greeting cards ordered. Create a customized printed card everyone on your address list will appreciate. Bold Print also has custom framing and unique personalized gift ideas. Don't trust your family photos to an online company? Use Bold Print for all of your custom framing and canvas printing. Give them a call today, 642-2188, or check them out online. Use boldprint.com.
All right, we're back here at Breckenridge High School, Three Borders Sports Network. I'm Joe Schreiner. Brian Watson joining me a little bit late here tonight, and Coach Emdeck clears his bench here. Yagi in there, Cameron Kaler still in there. And also now in for the Cowgirls is Sydney Roberts, along with Grace Nicholson and Bernatus. Three-point shot up and in for Tucker. She's got two of them here in the second half. And it's 69-39 with 4:09 to go.
Well, I tell you, Tucker's not going to quit. She's got a couple nice plays, knocks down that three-pointer there.
Grace Nicholson throws it away, and coming away with it is Olivia Couchman. She gets it over to Hilton. Pass down low, tipped away, intended for Garrett, tipped away there by Yagi. And coming away with it the other way is Sydney Roberts. 8th place finisher in the backstroke of swimming meet. State, North Dakota. Tucker goes up and in for two. So Tucker
getting it done. She says this thing isn't over. I like it, Joe.
69-41. Renatus comes to the near side to Nicholson. Kaler. Three-point shot for Yagi. Or, excuse me, a little two-point shot there for Yagi. Not good. And here comes Tucker again. Pass over to the near side. Hilton down low. They go to Olsen.
Contact
Olsen
down there.
Gets tied up, taken away there by Cameron Kaler. She's going to hold up the show here and slow it down a little bit. To the other side, Sydney.
High-low.
There it is, high-low. There you go, Brian. You called it. Kaler to Yagi for two.
Just good movement. Way to play together. Get that ball at the high post. You got to look for your partner on the baseline.
Garrett's down low. She gets tied up by Parker Yagi. Jump ball. When you're down that low and you bring the ball down that low, Brian, you're going to get tied up.
Yeah, it's tough. You can't bring it down. She'll learn that as she plays more.
So Twidwell checks in for Cameron.
She's strong, too. She doesn't need to bring it out. She can keep that ball above her head, turn, and score.
Yep.
She will be tough to handle.
She is scoreless here in the second half. The Cowgirls have shut her down. She had 9 in the first half. Nicholson played a lot in the junior varsity game. Again, the JV squad lost to DGF 39-34. Down low to Twidwell. Up and in for Addie Twidwell.
Nice little power dribble there and put it up. Good finish.
2:15 go here in regulation. Tucker goes off the other side. Spin move inside the free throw lane. Kicks it out to the near side to Sienna Ambule. Number 3 also checked in. That's Emerson. See if I can say this right. Bauk.
I trust you.
Bauk?
I trust you.
No, he told me how to do it too, and I wrote it down, and I forgot. Her dad's sitting right over there, and B-O-W-K is how he said to do it. Now it's Bauk. Like the bow and arrow, Bauk. I apologize if I'm wrong. Pass intercepted there by DeVries, and a whistle and a foul is going to be called against Kelsey Sorrell. I believe that'll be Kelsey's second personal foul. It is.
Sorrell is scrappy.
She is.
Just in there.
She played it. Wrong way. It's like, oh, shoot.
Happens every once in a while, Joe.
She thought she had the breakaway bucket. She's got a smile on her face.
Yep.
And now she gets, it's okay. That's Jim Marshall from the old Viking days.
Yeah, when she's a senior, she's gonna remember that.
Yep, and it's gonna be forever on Three Borders Sports Network.
There you go.
1:50 to go. Nicholson to Bernatus. Cowgirls going to play catch with it here. If they get an open shot, they'll take it. Bernadas, Twidwell. Nicholson into the paint. Up and in. Nice little jump roller in there by Nicholson for the 2 points. Ambule over to the near side to DeVries. Addie Twidwell on the floor. She saves it and gets it over to Grace Nicholson with 1:15 to go. Twidwell back to Sorol for 3 from the wing. A little bit too strong. And DeVries comes away with it. As we approach 1 minute to go. 1 minute to go in regulation. DeVries spins, kicks it out to Ambule. Ambule to the right elbow. Stops, picks up her dribble. Guarded there by Bernadas. Penetration kicked out by Boak. I'm sorry. Keep screwing it up. Should just say Emerson. I wrote it down like her dad told me to, and I forgot.
You put those little.
I got those little. Man, I wasn't that good in English. I apologize, Emerson. 5'2" sophomore for the Rebels. 38 seconds to go. Bernadas to the near side to Sydney Roberts. To the baseline, kicks it back out to Twidwell. Sydney. Penetration drive, jumper from 10, just short. Battle for the board underneath, and with 15 seconds to go, we got a jump ball.
Nice little move there by Sydney, little hop dribble.
Be Cowgirl basketball. Don't forget, folks, on the post-game show here, we will have Coach Emdeck coming up here on the NDSCS Red River Grain post-game show. He will be coming up and joining us shortly. Little roll-in drive there by Bernadas. She puts her name in the books with 5 seconds to go, and the clock is winding down, and the Rebels are not going to get off the last shot, and that will be your final score. The Cowgirls 77, the DGF Rebels 41 here, your final score in the Farmers Union Insurance scoreboard. And don't forget to stay with us here, folks, for the NDSCS Red River Grain postgame show with Coach Austin Emdeck coming up next. We'll be right back after these messages, everybody.
Football at Casey's has become somewhat of a tradition. Whether it's a night out with your old teammates to reminisce about how great your team was, or if you're hooking up with friends to watch a Vikings game on a Sunday afternoon. Memories are made at the corner. Continue the tradition at Casey's. Bundling auto and home insurance is a great way to save money and precious time. Amanda Frederick, your State Farm agent in Breckenridge, will make it easy and convenient with your local, fully licensed staff ready to help make sure you're protecting the things that mean the most to you. Their team is ready and knowledgeable in farm insurance, life insurance, business, home, and auto insurance. So stop by or call Amanda Frederick, your State Farm agent on Minnesota Avenue in Breckenridge, or call 643-8511.
Have you ever considered chiropractic for your family? Dr. Andrea and the staff at Hornstein Family Chiropractic love to see families. With 16 years of experience seeing brand new babies, pregnant women, toddlers, teens, athletes, she cares for your family like it's her family. Join Hornstein Family Chiropractic at 715 Dakota Avenue in Wahpeton, and we will help your family grow up healthy. Call 701-672-1300 for the next soonest available appointment, because at Hornstein Family Chiropractic is a family affair.
Quality still matters. That's the difference. That's the Giants difference. Giants works directly with farmers to ensure you're receiving the best Giant seeds in every bag. It's a snack all-star lineup. Giant seeds, cashews, and pistachios. Look for them at your favorite grocery or convenience store. Giants, go big or go home.
I found out way more than just like sports. I met a lot of people just on my floor, and then different activities you could go to that were on campus. For sure, I'll look back on all the memories and love it. My name is Grace, and I'm here for my future.
No matter what time of year, a farmer's relationship with Red River Grain never changes. Red River Grain works shoulder to shoulder with area farmers, drying, cleaning, and marketing your grain to attain the highest possible profit for you. Red River Grain has been saving farmers for years, rewarding them with reasonable prices on purchases and fair deals when they sell. Talk to Kelly or Brad about the many services they offer. Red River Grain in Breckenridge. Call 643-3738.
Welcome back to Breckenridge High School, everybody. Welcome back to Three Borders Sports Network. The Cowgirls and the Rebels in tonight's first home game here for the Cowgirls tonight. And the Cowgirls coming away victorious 77-41. A victory here for the Cowgirls, evening out their record at 1-1, and the Rebels fall to 0-3. Good night here for the Cowgirls, and we'll have Coach Austin Emdeck here coming up here shortly. He's talking to the girls down in the locker room. He said he'd come back out quick and talk to us, so we'll fill the time here with some scoring here. First for the Rebels, Brian, Lola Garrett had 2 points. Gabby Tucker had a couple of three-pointers in the second half. She ended up with 14 points. And these are unofficial, of course. This is just scoreboard Joe here keeping track of things. Michaela Winter had 13 points. She had 3 threes in the second half and another 3 in the first half. All of her points coming off of three-pointers, plus she had a free throw. She was 1 for 2 from the line. Kaylee Peterson finishes with 2 points. The lone senior for the Rebels, Ashley Taves, finished 1 for 2 from the free throw line, and that is all she had. 4 points was 1. And then Aria Garrett, the 6-foot 8th grader for the Rebels, finishes with 9 points. She had all of those in the first half. So the Cowgirls, Brian, shut down Aria Garrett here in the second half.
Yeah, you make a couple adjustments, take away some of their options, and they did a good job of making those adjustments and kind of took her out of the game in the second half. You got a young 8th grader. You need to change things up on defense, and Cowgirls did a good job of that. Switched, went some full court press, played some zone, played some man-to-man, full court man-to-man too as well, and mixed it up well, and then able to move the ball against the Rebels zone to get some really good looks. They got the ball into the high post, which is where you want to get it against the 2-3 zone. You go high-low, or you can go opposite out of that. They did a good job of penetrating into the seams, making 2 people guard 1, and then they'd able to kick that ball back out and they get the wide open look. And tonight, the Cowgirls were able to knock down those shots, as opposed to what happened that first night against Morris. They just didn't shoot the ball very well.
Yeah, and that's what Coach Emdeck talked about at our coaches show. They didn't shoot the ball very well, but again, we'll see if he brings up his iPad with the stats on it as well, and maybe we'll get some official numbers from him. But
they shot the ball much better.
I think so.
I would say they did.
So. Yeah, especially for three-point shots here. He said they had 3 3-pointers down in Morris, and I am counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I got 7 here is what I've got in my unofficial count there, Brian. So we'll take a look here at the scoring here for the Cowgirls now. And Kelsey Sorrell finishes with 8 points. She had 6 in the second half to help lead the scoring for the Cowgirls. Jonica Bernadas got a single bucket here in the second half. She finishes with 2 points as an 8th grader. And the other 8th grader that got a lot of playing tonight was Parker Yagi. And Parker Yagi finishes with unofficially 15 points. Brian, she had 12 in the second half. So then you take a look at the rest of the scoring. Cameron Kaler, I believe, had 15 points as well. Anna Erickson in double figures with 10. 2 points for Grace Nicholson. Carcy Materi with 16 points in the first half and 2 points in the second half. Led the way for the Cowgirls with 18 points. And then 8 points for Addie Twidwell. She had 3 buckets in the second half, finished with 8 points. So 8 girls in the scorebook here for Coach Emdeck and the Cowgirls as they come out victorious tonight, 77-41. So when you get 8 girls in the scorebook, Brian, and 4 of them in double figures, you should win a game.
I mean, as a coach, you want balanced scoring, and you will certainly take it. But when you get 4 in double figures, you're expected to win the game. And it just shows how balanced. We talked about that earlier. It just shows how balanced the Cowgirls are. They really don't, have that one go-to girl, which sometimes is good. You need a bucket. You say, okay, go get one. But when you've got anybody on the floor who can score and shoot it too, they've got, Materi can shoot it, Yagi can shoot it. We know Bernadas can shoot it. Erickson can shoot it. I mean, should I keep going?
Yeah.
They all can shoot it. So, it's rare for them to be off, all of them to be off like they were in the first game, and you can rack that up to the first game or whatever. But they've got a team that's got a lot of weapons. And then when they're able to get that ball inside to Twidwell, she has patience in there. She'll turn and score if she can, and then she'll do the right thing and turn around and kick that thing out and find that open player. And when you do that, you got some good things going.
Again, Kelsey Stroll, you mentioned earlier there, Brian, she was a very scrappy player, and we noticed that last year in the JV games that we saw her play too. But, again, she came in and played very well for Coach Emdek, especially in the second half with 6 points here. So
yeah, you like those players that come in off the bench and do those little things. They extend some plays. They get you some steals. Sometimes when you think you need a spark or you need a little bit of a run, you get a player like that in there, and they get the team going. And the Cowgirls use some of that momentum to stretch out that lead, because the Rebels closed that thing down to 10 pretty quick to start the second half.
Yeah, they did.
They made a couple threes there, and then Coach Emdek took a timeout. And the girls were able to adjust.
That was a good timeout.
Yeah, it was a good timeout, and they were able to adjust. It's a game of runs, and you let them have their run there, and then you have to try and go on yours. And the Cowgirls were able to stretch that thing out just when you thought the Rebels were going to get back in it.
And Parker Yagi, just 2 points in the first half, finishes with 15. So she had 12 in the second half, 13 in the second half she had unofficially. So Parker Yagi, the 8th grader, keeping the scoreboard lit up here for the Cowgirls in the second half.
Yeah, and she can do things, a lot of things on the floor. She can shoot the three. You can put her inside a little bit, and then she's able to play some good defense and score in transition. And she's got the tools to do it all. And like I said, when you can get contributions from everybody on the floor in different ways, both offensively and defensively, it makes you a good basketball team.
All right, next up for the DGF Rebels on December 9th, they take on Barnesville. Another Heart of Lakes conference game there. And then Breckenridge. Next up for them will be December 7th. They travel down to Clinton, Graceville, Beardsley, and they'll take on the CGB team down there on December 7th. And then December 9th, we'll have them back here against Hawley. We'll be here for that one, and we'll have the girls taking on Hawley, their next home game here. So we'll have that on Three Borders Sports Network. I think that's going to wrap it up here, buddy. I don't think Coach is going to make it up.
Yeah, I mean, a good home opener for the Cowgirls, a good home opener for us.
Yeah.
For the winter season.
Yep.
And just a good, entertaining basketball game. The Cowgirls get back on track and get a good win against DGF. All
right, so for your NDSCS postgame show, the second oldest community college in the United States. How about that? NDSCS and Red River Grain, our postgame sponsor, serving farmers in the Red River Valley. Our postgame sponsors, we want to thank them and all our sponsors. We got some new ones on board as well. We want to thank all of them. We'll catch them another time too. I know All Seasons Car Wash, Jay and Mary. I get my pickup washed there a lot.
Yeah, your pickup's dirty. You need to keep that thing clean.
So we want to thank them for jumping on board. And as always, State Farm Insurance, Amanda Frederick, Hornstein Family Chiropractic, Thrivent Financial, Superior Builders, Farmers Union Insurance, OSPTI, and Giants, Wahpeton Daily News, Casey's Bar. Hey, we want to thank Carl and Casey's Bar, Red River Valley Western Railroad, Comdale Innovation, and Gripper Sports. Don't forget your local team sports apparel over at Gripper Sports as the girls are coming back out. And here comes Coach Austin Emdek. We'll see if he comes this way or if he gets tied up down there visiting with moms and dads. All right, we're going to wrap it up, Brian. Let's take we'll call it a night. And again, your Cowgirls victorious here, 77-41 over the DGF Rebels. We will see you next week here when we come back. And the boys from Wahpeton are taking on the Cheyenne Mustangs over at Husky Gymnasium on Tuesday night. We'll see you again, everybody. For Brian Watson, I'm Joe Schreiner. Good night.